For some university students, their holiday period begins prematurely as the Academic Staff Union of Universities embarks on indefinite nationwide industrial action, effective from Sunday the 13th of August. In 2009, the Academic Staff Union of Universities carried out a 4-month strike, and in 2010, students were forced to stay at home for 5 months following disagreement between the union and the federal government over implementation of the 2009 FGN ASUU agreement. And 2013 is not any better for students, as the union held another strike lasting 6 months. ASUU argues that it is carrying out its current industrial action due to the failure of the government to not only implement the 2009 FGN ASUU agreement, but also the 2013 Memorandum of Understanding.
Based on a nationwide consultation with our members, an emergency meeting of the National Executive Council of ASUU rose on Saturday, 12th August 2017, with a resolution to embark on an indefinite strike action, starting from Sunday, 13th August 2017.
Key outstanding issues include the non-payment of salaries, non-payment of earned academic allowances, and the non-implementation of the provisions of the 2014 Pension Reform Act with respect to retired professors and their salaries.
Government raised the hope of Nigerians on the promise of addressing the rot and decay in Nigerian public universities with the signing of the MOU and release of the initial sum of 200 billion naira. However, the hope has since been dashed.
Attempts have been made to contact the Ministries of Education and Labour, but at the time of filing this report, neither ministry has given a statement. The last strike by ASUU between July and December 2013 was suspended when the government signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the lecturers following a meeting with former President Goodluck Jonathan. But now, students no doubt are anxiously awaiting their fate and how long the current industrial action will go on for.
Welcome back. Well, now we've got Dr. Adelaja Odukoya, who is the chairman of Academic Staff Union of Universities, University of Lagos chapter. He joins us on the line this morning. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. Well,
good morning, Chamberlain.
Thank you. Now we do know, yes, the strike is on. It's total, indefinite. Several warnings have gone to those who will not comply. But there are those who are wondering, how is it that the federal government has not responded? So if we could start from there, is it that all the meetings, all the correspondence you had with the government, did they at any point in recent times say, hang on, and then they held on for far too long? Or is it that ever since that last, is it 2013 meeting, there's been no further meetings with the federal government, between the federal government and ASUU?
Thank you very much, Chamberlain. It's interesting to note that it's exactly 8 months that I was on your channel discussing this very issue. We are all equally aware of the intervention of the Nigerian the Senate and all the promises made. Since that time, we've made overtone to the federal government. We have written 5 letters. We've met informally with officers of the government, and up to now, nothing has been done, nothing has been done, and there's no hope that anything will be done. What is obvious is that if the government has a concept for education, a concept for our academics, and it shows that they don't actually value education in this country. Because this is an avoidable crisis. If you promise, if you enter into an agreement and you have not fulfilled it, you will sign the Memorandum of Understanding way back to 2013. You've not done anything. We had a warning strike December last year. You promised that within 6 months you do a forensic audit. 6 months expired in May. We are in August already. It's obvious this government is not willing and it's not ready to do anything to actually improve the loss of lecturers and better the condition of our university system to make it globally competitive.
Well, we're not trying to preempt the government now, but looking through a list of the demands of ASUU, some of them Well, these are issues that you've been talking about for a long time, but the figures have now increased ever since then. And then the budgetary provisions, not sure it could accommodate all of this. Do you think that the demands that you've issued out there, can government even ever meet, say, 50% from the look of things?
The truth is that the demand was not even accommodated in the budget at all. For instance, as of today, the money due to the university system in terms of the promise 200 billion every year to actually make our university globally competitive should not, as calculated by rough estimate, should be about 880 billion or thereabouts. The total budget for education this year is less than 600 billion. That shows the government is not actually serious. That is actually apart from the academic allowances for academics, and I can tell you there are other unions too that they are equally owing that amount. So this one has not been accommodated. So the issue is that there is no willingness to actually pay this money. And of course, the issue for us is not about whether this is end academic allowances. So we are working, we have earned this money, and to interest you that since 2013, we keep on working, we keep on accumulating this thing. This is something that ideally should be part of our salary, but it's not being done. And beyond that, it equally interests you that they are part of this, agreement or outstanding issues that are actually not monetary. For example, look at the issue of Nupenco. Nupenco is our own pension administrator. We don't have confidence in what is going on in pension this thing. So we said it was agreed that we'll have our own pension administrator, Nupenco, Nigerian University Pension for this company. And it was part of the 2009 agreement. Initially it was that we will pay 300 million for our license. We paid. They suddenly increased it to 600 million. We paid. Over a year ago, they increased it to 1 billion. We have since paid. Yes, they have not been given our license. Our money is with them. It's in escrow account. No interest.
Mr. Dukaya, permit me to just step in here. Since you are practically giving this government a vote of no confidence, then why go on a strike when you know that this could worsen the situation, especially for students who are just about to write their exams?
The first thing to say is that, you see, the way we look at the university education in this country is like we are not bothered about the quality of education. And I will tell you, it's not in all universities. In my university, for instance, we are not writing exams. And it's not because the government over the years has ensured that the university calendar has been so bastardized. So the issue of